Today we've got an interesting special edition and very tasty little whiskey.
Can you tell that we really like it?
Yeah, this week we are looking at the special edition from Whiskey Live Dublin from Two Stacks. It is a single grain Irish whiskey that was aged in bourbon casks before being transferred to a mezcal cask. And the cask had a little bit of a journey, but I'll tell you about that in a second. Like I said, this was at Whiskey Live Dublin this year. This is the special edition bottle from the Two Stack stand. They had a special edition bottle. I think there were 280 bottles of it and there were a few cans of it. What did you think of Whiskey Live?
It was a lot of fun. It's always a lot of fun. I actually liked it. One thing I really liked this year is that there were a lot more women there, which was cool to see, but also I felt less special and the queues to the bathroom were longer.
Yeah.
But I do like the little snacks that you can get there and everything. I will say it wasn't from this year's Whiskey Live, it was from last year's, but they had
the brownies?
Brownies.
Yeah.
Oh, so good. Bring back the brownies.
One of the stands, it was the Celtic Whiskey stand, they had brownies that were made with like a 18-year-old really heavily sherried Scotch whiskey that just really just amped it up. It really went well.
So good. I was housing those.
One of the stands this year had like an Irish coffee ice cream cone, like little mini ice cream cones. She, being lactose intolerant, can't have that, but went up and got me a few.
Yeah!
So I had lots of those, but back to this.
Yes.
This is from Two Stacks. Two Stacks, we talked about them a lot on the channel.
Yeah.
They're a bonder and a blender and a bottler. What they do is they take good whiskey and they either blend it in different ways or they finish it in interesting casks to make it a bit different, and that's what this here is today. They also are very transparent, so they actually tell you here on the side of it that it was this whiskey here. It's a single grain whiskey from the Cooley Distillery that was distilled in May of 2009, and then it was refilled into its second cask in June of 2024 and then bottled in April of 2025.
Oh, that was right before Whiskey Live.
Right before Whiskey Live, yeah. Ooh. So this was it's 16 years old, so it was 15 years and 3 months or so in first fill bourbon casks, and then 9 months or so in a second fill, and I'll read it from here, Mezcal Anejo white wine cask finished whiskey. So so the Mezcal Anejo, it's a type of tequila basically. Yeah. It's a mezcal. It's like a smoked or roasted agave, and to make it anejo, you have to age it for 12 months.
Oh, I've never heard of this.
Okay, that means aged, I think it is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So what they did with that anejo tequila, or mezcal, sorry, was aged in an ex-white wine cask. So it started off as a white wine cask.
Yeah.
Then it had tequila in it, or mezcal in it, and now it had whiskey in it. But this is actually the second time that cask was used, because last year at Whiskey Live Dublin, they had the same kind of bottle. So it's the same whiskey, but this was here is a 15-year-old, 14 years in ex-bourbon casks, and then 1 year in the mezcal white wine cask. This here is in the second fill cask.
Yeah. Also, look at that color. Darker.
We are going to be doing a comparison with these two.
Yeah.
Check back on Monday if you want to see that. We're going to be doing a comparison between these two to kind of see how much of an impact that first and second fill barrel has.
I was super curious.
Because some distilleries actually go on about they prefer using second and third fill casks, because that way they get less flavour from the cask and more of the flavour of the whiskey comes through.
Okay.
But we'll
fair enough.
Compare that, and we'll talk about that in that video. If you want to see that, make sure you hit that thumbs up and hit that subscribe button, and it will come out on Monday, which you can check that out. But right now,
let's try this
one. I think that's kind of all there is to say about it.
Yeah.
Like I said, Two Stacks very transparent. Sorry, it comes in at 59% alcohol by volume, so it is cask strength. Single grain, 16 years old. Yeah.
Cool. I just love the artistry, like the labels and even the sacks here. It's just art.
Really cool. Yeah. So, cheers.
Sláinte. Oh.
Yeah. It's really fruity.
Yeah, I was gonna go sweet versus appley. I'm not sure if I'm just looking at the label because the label's green. I'm thinking about apples.
I get a lot of from Cooley grain. I often get a lot of apples and pears.
Yeah.
But I'm also getting, I know it's an ex-white wine cask. I'm getting white grape, bit of maybe what's the name of the green melon? Watermelon. Not watermelon. The green. It's like a green flesh.
Oh.
Honeydew.
Maybe.
Yeah, that kind of melon, like a little bit of light melony flavour.
Yeah. Is it orange on the inside?
Yes.
Cantaloupe.
Like a bit like cantaloupe melon, yes. If it's not cantaloupe, we'll put what it actually is up there.
I'm confident.
You're pretty confident? Yeah.
I don't think it smells like cantaloupe though.
No? Okay.
Well, maybe not. I don't know. I haven't had cantaloupe in ages. Cantaloupe's really hard to get over here.
Yeah, it's quite fruity. It's very single grain forward.
Yeah.
Like it's a lot of that caramel, butterscotch, toffee, vanilla. Again, aged in first fill ex-bourbon casks. You're gonna get a lot of those flavors coming through, especially in grain.
Yeah, that does make sense. What's the percentage again?
59.
Ooh,
So quite
it's
strong.
a spicy boy.
Yeah. I'm not getting a huge amount of spice. Like from Mezcal, you'd expect me to be getting a bit of like, I guess like earthy, smoky spice. I'm not getting a huge
But you
amount
might get it on like the palate.
Yeah. Yeah, it's nice. It's like we tried this at the stand, and so that's why we bought a bottle as like the house bottle, just like when we want a nice bottle.
Yes.
It is 59%. It is quite strong, but it's really approachable.
Yeah, I think so too.
It's really like, you can just go in for it and just have it.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Whiskey Live was a couple of weeks back, and this has just been kind of sitting back here on the bar, and every now and then we're just like, done a little bit. Go in for it, because it is quite strong.
Yeah, so you only go for a smidgen.
Only a smidge, but like, we've had a lot of smidges.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's enjoyable. Do you want to go for the palate?
Yes, let's do it.
Cheers.
Cheers. Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
There's some heat.
There's a bit of heat.
There's spice, but then the sweetness also comes through.
It's a bit like honey, bit of like sugary sweetness, like that kind of like, not honey, like thickness is what I'm getting at. Like, it's a bit syrupy and a bit heavy, but the alcohol kind of cuts through.
Yeah, so it's not too heavy.
Yeah.
It's like I don't know, like a whiskey sandwich.
Whiskey, I get the kind of roasted, toasted, the mezcal kind of flavor on the palate, like a bit more spice. The nose,
I feel like I get like a toasted green apple.
Yeah, like it's that kind of like things that have been cooked. Like on the nose, quite fruity.
Yeah, it's like something's been baked.
Palate, much more spicy. Yeah, like kind of like an apple pie or like that kind of like.
But yeah, there's definitely more spice on the palate. I like it. It was kind of like a boom, boom, boom. It was whoa.
I'm gonna wait for a second sip.
Okay.
Cheers.
Slancha.
Yeah, second sip round, I got more of that, I guess, earthy, toasty, roasty kind of note. Like it definitely builds up a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm feeling a little bit of the ABV, but again, 59%. You'd expect to be getting that.
Yeah.
But yeah, quite nice,
The palate's so lovely.
Yeah, it's got like layers to it, I think.
I'm gonna take another sip.
Your idea of like when you were saying it's like a whiskey sandwich. That idea of like you get your sweetness up front, you get a bit of those like toasted roast, like
I'm definitely getting apple.
Cooked apple, that kind of like heavier
caramelized cooked apple.
Things that have been like baked and roasted and you know like sugared. The sugar is caramelized. And then you get a little bit of smokiness, not smoky, like earthiness.
Tastes like something grandma made for
at the end. Yeah, I'm gonna go in again, focus on the finish, because I think I'm getting, as I'm talking, as I'm breathing, you're getting more of that kind of the tequila, the mezcal coming through. So, cheers.
Cheers.
Slancha.
Slancha. Finish. You definitely feel that 59%. I feel it go down, down, down.
You can feel the warmth.
Yeah.
After you take a breath, what kind of flavors do you get?
Oh, well, I've got like a nice layer of tingles throughout like my tongue and mouth, and it's kind of like someone's like, I don't know, I get more of this appley, caramelly sort of leave behind coating, if that makes sense.
Like if you've eaten like an apple pie.
Yeah.
And
you're like,
where the sugars have been kind of caramelized, and you get, it's like not like a jelly or a syrup, but you know, like the pie filling.
Yeah.
It is like thick.
Oh yeah,
like
yeah.
That
like
kind of idea. Like you
stuck your finger in it.
Yeah, that kind of like flavor is what I'm kind of getting here. Really nice.
It's very nice.
As you can tell, we did quite like this. Two Stacks, they know what they're doing. I think they released the 15-year-old last year, and I said, let's do that again because it sold out really well. The cans for this, I think, sold out really well at the little store in Whiskey Live Dublin. Just a really nice, kind of unique little whiskey.
Oh, absolutely delicious. I feel like it has a great connection and flow from the nose to the finish as well, because sometimes you get surprises, and sometimes there's some good surprises, sometimes there's bad surprises. But this one, like, you know kind of what you're getting, and I really like sort of the flow and the journey from start to end.
Yeah, like going back to it now after tasting it and going in for the nose, it's just really nice.
Yeah.
Like that's kind of it.
Get your hands on it if you can.
I think they didn't sell all the bottles. Now by the time this video comes out, it might all be
they're
old.
only, 280?
280 bottles. I think
not a lot.
Celtic Whiskey Shop, at the end of it, they had a few, because Celtic Whiskey Shop, they run the Whiskey Live
Celtic
Dublin.
Whiskey Shop.
Yeah, special edition for Celtic Whiskey Shop. They run the Whiskey Live Dublin. So I think they had a few bottles left over at the end. and I think we're selling them in their store. They might be all gone by now, but if
Do you think I might get a bottle?
You can go. Well, we'll check up online after we've done this video.
I might get the last one if you don't hurry up.
We race and rose to get it. Very nice little whiskey. Like we said, we put out whiskey reviews every Wednesday. We do whiskey reviews every Friday. We won't have a whiskey cocktail with this Friday just because it's
fancy.
A bit too fancy, a bit too strong. But we'll have a different whiskey cocktail this Friday. So if you want to see that, make sure you hit that subscribe button and let us know down there if there are any whiskies you want us to review in future. But for now, I know you're going to keep on enjoying this.
Yes.
And we'll see you next time. Sláinte.
Bye bye.